morning everybody, how are we all doing? We started off today back here. We're back in Carlo Services here again, stopped off and got breakfast. I usually only get McDonald's breakfast once a week. I try to keep it to once a week, very rarely get it twice a week, but it's delicious. So what the crack is with today is a pure handy one, if I do say so myself. I'll probably have to jinx myself there now for a horrible day, but usually between me and we have two drivers that do this work all the time, me and another guy, and between the both of us we kind of rotate it between ourselves. So like I'll get the hard long one one day and he'll get the long one the next day, and whatever, you know, we'll try and vary it, and it works beautifully. 99% of the time it runs smooth as a whistle. But today I said to him on Friday, I'll take the easier one on Monday. I wanted to give him this tomorrow so he could test it and see what he thinks of it, because hopefully it'll be two coming, not one, you know. But whatever, we'll see for next year. Does this one work for him and me, because he's a bit of a heavy foot, you know, and I'm kind of just going to give it to him and tell him not to do anything with it, you know what I mean? Just let him walk away with it and see what he thinks. But what I'm going to do is eat me breakfast first and then I'll get taught to you in a second. As I was saying, it works brilliant about 99% of the time. Only some days it kind of falls on its arse a bit. And today is one of them days for him because he doesn't feel the best, and he didn't tell me. And he told me there that he rang me there this morning. He said, "How are you getting on?" I said, "Get on, how are you getting on?" I said, "Oh, just don't feel great now this morning. Didn't feel great yesterday." I was like, "Hey, you should have told me, you know. I would have took the longer one." But anyway, he'll get it started. He's a good lad. He'll get it through today, and he probably might not be in tomorrow, but it looks things. So yeah, anyway, it works well in my favour today because I get the handier run today, thank God. But I don't think he'll get to drive this, and he was looking forward to driving this now. So, but yeah, my plan was to just give him this truck, not say anything to him, not to put it in eco mode, not to do anything like that. Just walk away with it and just use it as you'd use it normally, because he drives a V8 at the minute, and fuel wise it's doing about 36-37 litres to the 100 on average most of the time. If it's heavy and going up hills and stuff like that, it's doing about 40 litres to the 100, which is bad, like, you know. So all week I've had this. I've done exactly 20 kilometres off 2,800 kilometres in this truck, and it's averaged about 31.9, which isn't bad. I know it sounds bad, but it actually isn't bad for the work it's doing. So I'm doing a lot of heavy haulage. I'm max weight most of the time, big heavy steel. I'm doing a lot of cross country trips. You would have seen it in the previous videos. I do a lot of cross country, and I do most of my mileage on back roads and not motorways, you know. So you kind of need a versatile yoke that will do well on fuel no matter where it is. And to be honest with you, I'm very impressed. Even the CF I have, I've only a little 460 6x2 CF, and it does about 36-37. So not ideal, you know what I mean? Not perfect, not terrible for the work it's doing, but not brilliant at the same time. So this is averaging out about between 30 and 32 litres per 100, which is a massive saving. So if you're quick with maths and you're doing, let's just say on average 37 litres to the 100, so every 100 kilometres you're going to be saving yourself 5 litres. And if you're doing 3,000 kilometres a week, you know, do the maths yourself there, you're saving what? 5 times 30 is... No, sorry, I'm doing this wrong. You get where I'm going. Every 100 kilometres it saves 5 litres, so 100... I'm doing this wrong. I'm ready to fucking arse this. Anyway, I worked it out myself. You'll save about 600 quid a week on average, euro. That depends on what price you get your diesel on. So yeah, we're impressed. I'm very impressed with it, being honest. But that's me driving it. I'd be very economically tuned in a bit, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really go flat out everywhere because you can't. I'm trying to save money as well at the same time, because you know, trying to make a few quid at the end of the day for someone. Right, so this is actually this is the next day. I forgot to film yesterday because sometimes you gotta put work first before you start filming. But today, this is an interesting one. This is my first drop, so I'm coming down here. I think I'm 43 ton altogether here. So, and this drop is particularly tricky, and you'll see why in a second. this is down in Waterford here, so I'm going right down here. Now if I meet anyone here at this time, it's not ideal because it's, what time is it now? It's 8:45, and there's a school nearby, so I'm hoping that there's no kids going to school down this lane. So you see why when you see the places I go into, you see why I need to order so much stuff on my new lorry. This lorry is just like, this particular truck from Irish Commercials was spec'd more than likely for motorways and more than likely for fridge work, I presume. But this isn't exactly fridge work, and yes, this road does get narrower because there's grass in the middle of it. So someone's building a fine big house there. Right, so with this hill, there's a trick. So I'm going to put this lorry into hill mode. Then I'm going to put the traction on the rear axle and go up here. I know it doesn't look like much, but it's a pretty big hill. So I have it in hill mode. It should come into its own here at low revs. But it's, you know, there's no bother on it at all. I don't feel any strain or struggle or anything like that. I just have to be very careful about how I approach this next place, because with these cast power trailers, sometimes they put the axle up depending on where the weight is, and this gate up here is particularly tight, so you can't make any mistakes here. Well, that was an ordeal. I don't have my seatbelt on until I join back to the main road, because you need to be able to see out up here. Oh lads, that place is a disaster. Usually I don't get there until about, I don't know what time is it now, 9:45, so I usually don't get there about 1 o'clock usually. And I arrived in there and 4 other lorries arrived up after me, and that place is so tight for space. It was unreal. One lad had to wait outside and block the whole road. Then I got offloaded, one lad left, he had to pull forward. Oh, that's a disaster of a place at the best of times. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. There's a man in a tipper. This is going to be very interesting. This road is real tight. I can get by there, not a bother really. I'll get by, not a bother. That's it, 2 men. 2 men! I'm wearing the wrong coat to be driving this, aren't I? But this Volvo, I swear to God, like when you go up to places like that, you really need a lorry to be dynamic. Dynamic. And if it's not dynamic, you better hope it can take a bang, basically, or taking out a wallop off a tree or something like that. And usually my little daft does that. It takes the little bangs and bits and pieces very well. But in fairness to this Volvo, the steering on it is very agile, and I don't know what it is about the Volvos, and I always say it, it's like every time we reverse it into a position, it goes exactly where I want it to go. Like some lorries don't really do that, they're a bit tricky. My little daft does that, but it has a steering axle and the steering's a bit heavy on it. And Scanias are kind of the same. I'm not really used to them, so I can't really get them in the right spot. But these Volvos, every time, bang, 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 same spot all the time. Every time I look at where I want to go, it goes there, like directly. It's brilliant for stuff like that. Oh God, right, now we're back onto the main road, so I'll put my normal seatbelt back on. Now, I'm not even on the main road yet, just there now. Yeah, so that's the first drop done. The rest of the drops aren't like that. The rest of the drops are kind of alright today. My next one is, yeah, that's fine as well. They're all a bit tricky in their own way. Yeah, like especially with the steel, because sometimes you can have overhangs on the steel, and it's fine getting in and out with a normal trailer, but with an overhang it's a bit difficult. And so it's kind of, it's the most universal work you could have, because you need the truck to be able to do it all, and it does it all in fairness. But this particular demo here isn't exactly set up to be doing this kind of work. It's kind of sitting low, it's sitting like ready for fridge work. I'd say it's perfectly 4 meters all around with a fridge on it, so if we're going through like tunnels and stuff like that, it's perfect for it. But for this kind of work, it sits a bit too low for me. I'd need it either on air or to be a tiny bit higher, or maybe just bigger tyres on the front to probably sort all that out. But yeah, performs very well. So this is my last day with it. my last day altogether with this truck, so I'm good to be handing it back, but I look forward to January, put it that way. I look forward indefinitely to January. Well. Back again with another change of plans. So today is now officially the last day with the Volvo. The Volvo's gone back today, hopefully. Because I've had it now for, I don't know how long now. Just over a week, I think. And it was meant to go back yesterday, got delayed. Was meant to go back the day before, got delayed. Was meant to go back Friday, got delayed. So this is the world of transport, unfortunately. So I'm down here in the back arse of Mill Street and waiting for someone to come and tip me loud. So I don't know if I'll make it back today. It's like 11 o'clock and I'm in Mill Street and I still have 4 other drops to do, so it doesn't look likely now. Oh god, Irish commercials are gonna hate me now for holding up their demo. But anyway, what can you do? Can't do anything about it. It is what it is. It's just raw at the times. But yeah, so now I'm just sitting around here waiting. Don't worry, there was chains and everything on this. I have them all taken off, waiting for the forklift driver to come. Here she is. Filthy dirty now, and please excuse the spillage of diesel. That was an error on the, what's it called, the anti-siphoning thing on it. So I put the nozzle in, forgot about the diesel siphon, turned it on full blast and came out and splashed me. I'm covered in diesel. Stink of it off me now today is unreal. But she has served me well. I think I've done about 2,500-3,000 kilometers in it now. Oh, I don't want to drop it back. There, this is where I am. At the back of Mill Street. So, hoping that a forklift driver will just appear down this road any minute. Joys. Now, so here we are. Here's my daft jacket that definitely doesn't belong in a Volvo. I'll hang that up here. Cups of coffee. This is the dash layout. Shoes are down there. Excuse the mess. I've been in and out of yards that are just not the nicest now all week, so it hasn't been that clean. But we'll get down and we'll show you. Yeah. We'll get down and show you all the infotainment and stuff like that. So here's the screens. Takes a second for it to come into life here. My card needs to be downloaded. Do that later on. What else have we got? So there's all your fuel and stuff. Sorry about all this crap. This is all my stuff I need that to see. Then you can switch the dials from this to this here. And if you had sat nav, your sat nav would be displayed all up here. And then here's the other little screen. You can mess around with this. All bits and pieces. I'll show you my trip computer actually. So that's from today. Now I've been heavy enough all day, and I was light enough coming up to here, so I was just about to start evening out, and now I'm about to put a full load back on top of it, so it probably won't be too good, but this is the main one you kind of want to worry about. Now for some reason, I don't know what happened with the screen kind of froze on me there yesterday, and then it says the trip is 3,408. Now I definitely didn't do a 3,408 in this. I'd say I done 2,500. But it's averaging out at about 32 litres per 100, which isn't bad because it's all been mainly cross country and bits and pieces. So yeah, that's the crack with that. Then you've got a couple of more buttons down here, all the bits and pieces. There's my toes, that was my lunch. Then we've got up here, oh, we'll step up and see what the crack is. Turn on a few lights. So this press, not much going on here. These, I don't even know why these are even in the lorries, to be honest with you, but anyway. Here we got the mirror. I think I've showed you around this already, but I'm just going to show you again one more time. So you have to pull these down to open them. Get your new lights on the inside. So yeah, lovely cab, lovely spacious cab, and I'm about to hop in here and go for a little lie down, so I thought you when I get out of here. That's where we're dropped off. It's the end of my journey with her, so if you like these videos,
please like and subscribe and all that good stuff. But now I've got to go catch a lift, so it's goodbye till the next time. Thanks again, Irish Commercials. We appreciate it. See you again.